order. Please be advised that the notice requirements of the Open Public Meetings Act have been complied with and satisfied, and that the annual notice, which gave sufficient notice of the time, place, and conduct of all public meetings of the New Brunswick Parking Authority, has been filed with the city clerk, has been placed on the appropriate bulletin board in the lobby of City Hall, New Brunswick, New Jersey, and has been transmitted to the official newspaper for the city of New Brunswick, namely the Home News and Tribune, as per the annual notice provided in a resolution adopted by this governing body on December 29, 1975. We have minutes from the June regular board meeting. If there are no edits, additions, deletions, can I get a motion to accept those minutes?
I'll make a motion.
And a second?
Second.
All in favor? Mr. Karen?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Regarding the Performing Arts Garage, the elevators have passed inspection. We're looking to get a TCO inspection at tomorrow's project meeting, and we're trying to get a definite date for that TCO inspection and when it's occurring. And once we get the TCO, we can start parking cars. 2019 restoration and maintenance project. Work began early this month. The New Street deck is already complete. They began the work at the Church Street deck. Obviously, they're moving along according to schedule and with no delays. Regarding the supermarket space, we can continue to receive inquiries into the space. There's no commitments as of yet, and we are also having the super fresh signage removed from the exterior of the building. I think there's one sign. I think they're removing one today, and they're going to be removing the one up high in the next day or two. Jersey Avenue, the spot paving should be completed this weekend. They started 2 weekends ago. They didn't pave last weekend due to extreme heat, so they're going to come back this weekend to finish it. Reds received their liquor license approval, and I'm told that they're looking to have a soft opening on August 15th, so 3 weeks away. And we're also going to be installing a double-sided digital sign at the Patterson Street garage, which is similar to the sign that's over at Lower Church Street deck, which will inform the public the number of spaces available in the garage. And if the garage is full, it will guide them to other available garages that they can park at the time. And this is a double-sided sign, so they'll be able to see both sides from French and Patterson Street. That's all I got.
Okay, thank you. Right?
The June financial statement was emailed to all the board members. As of June, we have 16.9 million in revenue, which is 4.3% less than higher than the budget, and 10.5 million in expenses, which is 1.6% less than the budget, with a net income of 3.6 million.
Okay, very good, thank you. Any legal report?
No legal report right now.
Okay, thank you. Any public comment this evening?
Good afternoon, Charles Cradaville, New Brunswick Today. Want to speak about the $390 million of debt that the agency currently has, and if I could just hear from the board if there's any plans to do additional borrowing, perhaps related to the vacant sites that the authority owns and has said they're acquired additional land for parking purposes. Are there plans to borrow additional money and add to that debt?
Well, if there's a decision to purchase or to construct an additional facility in the future, we would have to borrow.
Right. So, are you considering borrowing to build additional facilities?
If we decide to put up another structure, we would have to borrow to build it. That's
okay.
So today, there's no active planning
right
underway
now
for another facility right now.
Okay, not at the site across from the train station?
No, there's nothing yet, no.
Okay, so what is the plan for that? When is, what can we expect to see there? Because that's the other thing I wanted to address.
that people would continue to look for, development opportunities on that site that they haven't come by.
Okay, well, I'm disappointed with the way the situation's played out there. Needless to say, it's an eyesore, it's not a welcoming sight to see. It also creates problems for mass transportation. We're supposed to be encouraging people to use our train station, use our the bus systems that come through New Brunswick, and unfortunately, because of the demolition of the Fair and Mall and the fact that the barriers have been put around it, there is almost no space for people to wait for buses on the Albany Street side. The City Council had originally passed a resolution calling on the parking authority to reopen the block of Church Street that had been taken out of service by last October if no redevelopment plan was in place, and that was the case, but that was not done. And I'm just concerned that this big, huge eyesore with no future in sight is holding our city back, right? The supermarket across the street closed. We have, there appears to be little to no activity on the site. So whatever remediation work is being done is not visible. And I think that, the public has been told for a long time that there's going to be something happening there, and I think we deserve to know what it is, and if it includes parking, and if it's going to mean more borrowing for this agency. And ultimately, if the folks that are on in charge of it right now aren't getting anything to happen there, you might need to bring in new folks. And I've said before to this board and others that the policy of handing over the primest real estate in the city to one developer, New Brunswick Development Corporation, is not a good policy. It's a better policy to have open public bidding and have different entities be able to come up with plans and pick the best one that's the most likely to succeed. And I do see, unfortunately, a component of their last project you guys did together failed twice now, the supermarket. And I'm concerned that if we keep them in the driver's seat for this hugely important site to our city, that we're going to have more of the same. And I don't want that. I want change. I think we deserve better. And I think mass transit needs to be a key part of that site, more so than parking does.
Thank you for your comment.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Hi, yes, Daniel Moore. Two things that I'm concerned about is where I'd like to question is how many parking authority vehicles do you have available during the day?
We have about 20 vehicles between parking services, maintenance, custodial, and enforcement.
Due to where I say the parking authority is losing out on plenty of money, due to where, what are they, only in certain areas, due to where I'm reading the paper how no one is supposed to park in certain areas, due to where I don't hardly ever see the parking authority giving out tickets, riding around giving tickets, if you're parked 25 feet next to a crosswalk and all, even though I went through it with the city with a situation with this, where I say you're losing the money out on that. As far as even with street cleaning, where parking authority is never there on time due to where if the street cleaner comes by, due to where there's no one there to give them a ticket, how the person has a chance to move their car by time parking authority comes through. And I say, believe me, that's one way where you're missing out on plenty of money with giving out tickets when you're supposed to be around and there's no one around in the neighborhood.
Thank you for your comment.
For example, like I said, for safety, I hope we'll see more cars out there passing out tickets. Because like I said, I'm a photographer. I prove what I speak, and I brought it to the attention with the city before due to where, how you have plenty of cars that are parking so many feet to a crosswalk where that creates a blind zone if someone's crossing the street due to where on Somerset Street and had an issue with that with two people being hit by a car through that. So I hope to see more of your parking authorities riding out giving tickets where to me it seems like they're only in certain areas. So I hope you will hopefully make it safe when New Brunswick could start giving out more tickets to tell these people that they're not allowed to park this way. If it says no parking, or if you're next to a stop sign, fire hydrant, like I said, I will provide evidence for you of what I'm speaking if you would like. Then also, the situation where I spoke to you far as with the cleaning issue with French Street and Remsen Avenue, due to where I hear that the city has been ordered to come through there to clean up due to where it's been too much garbage for the parking authority to handle.
That's not true. Well, the parking authority is handling the sidewalk. We sweep the sidewalk and the curb line. As far as the garbage cans, then the city is collecting that.
Well, due to where, and I didn't get a chance to print them out yet, but yes, I have them on my phone due to where, yes, how the street cleaner has been having to go up and clean the streets due to where, like I said, plenty of garbage and it has not been cleaned. And after the meeting, if you would like to see the evidence, to see the workers of the Department of Public Works going up through their cleaning, and as I said, street cleaning due to where what? Basically, city pays you $135,000 a year to clean Eastern Avenue, George Street, Remsen Avenue, and French Street. And the only two streets that you see fully clean, that's George Street and Eastern Avenue. And like I said, due to where, wow, that's a lot of money to be paid where it's not being done, where I told the city, wow, I can do a better job than that with all of the garbage
Danielle,
over there.
I respectfully disagree with you. I personally went up there myself to French Street because I know you brought it up on many times, and it was very clean today. I cannot control what the public does as far as with their garbage. I cannot control when the garbage cans are overflowing and the wind comes and blows the trash around. I cannot control that. We are not there 24/7 hours a day.
I
respectfully disagree with what you're
understand that, and I'm glad you just said you went up there today and you saw that it was clean. That was because yesterday, like I said, due to the video, that's what the street clean sweeper and the workers up there of New Brunswick cleaning. So that's why it was clean.
Well, the street cleaning machine could go anywhere in the city. I have no control.
Well, by what I do to where they're saying that the parking authority has put a complaint into the city that too much garbage, the way people, which I do agree with you, because people do not load their garbage the correct way, which I've been going after the city, and they said that's where now they've been ordered to go over there and clean the streets.
Okay, thanks very much. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Any other board discussion? If there's not, we can move on to the resolutions. Can I get a motion for the payment resolution for July?
I'll make a motion.
And a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Mitch, would you review number 2 for us,
Sure. Number
please?
2, our qualified purchasing agent recently retired. So with within the law of New Jersey, we're allowed to temporarily fill that position and keep the benefits of having a qualified purchasing agent. So I'm requesting that I be given that temporary position. It's for a 1-year period, up to 1-year period. During that time, we will seek to replace that person, that
You're
that
recruiting
position.
for that position.
What's that?
You're recruiting for that position.
Yes. So this is just to approve me to hold the seat of temporary purchasing agent.
Okay, good. Can I get a motion to appoint Mr. Karen as the temporary purchasing agent?
I'll make a motion.
Motion and a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Number 3?
Number 3 is the typical auctioning of our surplus vehicle. That's through US Gov bid website, and this is for a 2004 Jeep Wrangler. So looking for approval to put that up for sale.
Okay. And can I get a motion for that? And a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
And
Number 4?
Number 4 is approval to sign a contract with Best Cleaning Building Services, Inc. to clean the offices and all the garage elevators, as well as the lobby elevator here. for $36,000 for a one-year contract with the option to approve an additional year after that.
Okay, the motion, and can I get a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Mitch, do you have any old, new business?
I have nothing else, Mr. Chairman.
No closed session?
I have no closed session.
In that case, can I get a motion to adjourn?
I'll make the motion.
And a second?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you very much.